hi, come spend some time with me in the garden. I just decided to get right to it because yesterday I spent all day in the garden and I'm like, oh my goodness, like spring is actually here. I can stay excited. Right now I found an earthworm. Super excited about that because last season there was no earthworms in the garden whatsoever. It was a little bit discouraging, but not enough to stop me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just maintaining the garden. I'm showing you the worm again. And yeah, so I've just been out in the sun, and then I think I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I found a pest, and I was upset because I was like, ugh, what is this? And before I get rid of any bug, I always look into it deeply to see if they're harmful or if they're beneficial. He was harmful, so he met his death. I threw him in the trash can. I didn't have the heart to squish him, but yeah. So right here, I'm just kind of like a little bit in my head because when you first start gardening, I think it's easy to overthink, especially if you're someone who's really connected with the earth. You want to make sure that you're doing the right things. At least that's how it is for me. Wanting to make sure that I'm not like disturbing the plants too much. Deciding what I'm going to take out and what I'm going to keep. So like right here, I'm just kind of weeding away some of the plants so that I can make a clear pathway for the vision that I see. And weeding can be very, very, very therapeutic. And it's just like us, you know, like sometimes we need to clear away some of the things that are overtaking our space so that we can, you know, actually have a chance to like grow and survive and thrive. So right now I'm prioritizing the pollinators like I mentioned later in the video. So I'm just doing some general maintenance. You know, I'm really getting in there with the shovel, trying to, you know, break up the soil. And then like right around here, I was, oh, you know, because it got in my eye. The dirt flying in my eye was crazy. Like I think I was doing a good job of holding it together, but so yeah, right here I'm just, you know, doing the thing. And so right here, this is me like kind of filling in the vision because I had an idea, you know. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a plant from over there and put it in over here to kind of fill in the gap. And this is just me trying to get the roots in there and trying to make sure that it has enough support from the dirt to like actually stand up on its own. So I'm just trying to like, you know, fill it in and kind of, you know, see if I'm rocking with it. And honestly, so far I was not. Like I was like trying to make myself like it, but I was like, Big Mama's not feeling it, you know what I'm saying? And if I'm a reflection of the Most High and the Divine Mother, I don't think she's feeling it either, you know what I'm saying? It's ugly. I'm saying it's ugly. I didn't like it. So then I started to kind of dig out a little bit of a nest, and I had another vision, and I was like, I got it. So that's when I had the idea to switch locations of a dandelion plant. And like, did you see how big the root is and how big those dandelions are? I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that the garden is happy, and that makes me happy. So again, prioritizing the pollinators, but also just wanting it to look pretty, wanting it to, you know, fill in nicely. And so that's just me, you know, putting the dandelion in its new home. I think she's happy. Yay! I always save my orange peels to use them later for spiritual purposes. This time I let them dry out in the sun, so they're gathering all that sunny energy, and they're just so vibrant. They make me happy. I just realized that something bit me. I get back to Mother Nature, and this is how I get done. Unbelievable. Look at this. No, it's all good. Earth is always communicating with us. Like there's really no doubts about it. Like this earth is always communicating with us. If we take the time to understand how to listen, if we take the time to understand how to understand, then we will receive. You know what I'm saying? And I was just talking to my brother yesterday about what would be required to actually start a garden. I mean, what does that look like? What are the steps? What is required? And the main thing that I heard from that conversation was all of the steps, but what I should be doing right now. And it's just a fact, like what should I be doing right now? And that is nurturing, that is tending to, that is caring for. Right now I can care for my space, and I can care for this earth, and this earth is offering me so much. Like right now I'm surrounded by purple dead nettle, which is excellent for allergies. Like I know so many people, even within my own family, that struggle from allergies, you know what I mean? So none of this is going to waste. Dandelion, which is great for the heart. And so I'm listening to what is growing around me. I'm paying attention and I'm listening, you know? And I don't see myself as above these plants. I see myself as a part of these plants, you know what I mean? Like, they keep this ecosystem going round, and this earth provides me with the nutrients that I need. Like, even the diet that I eat is all, you know, coming mainly from plants. It's just very humbling to get your hands in the dirt. It's very gentle as well. Like, if you garden with a purpose, it's a gentle act because you're looking around to see how things fit. You're also, my stepmom said something that really resonated. She said, it's all about how you want it to look. And at first I was a little detached from that because I'm a wild girl. I love to see native plants growing wild. I love to just let the pollinators do their thing. And it was almost like when I would go to weed, I would almost like, in my heart, you know what I mean? Because I felt like I was like, I don't know, harming the plant. Like, it makes me feel bad. But at the same time, when you have a symbiotic relationship with this earth, there's an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working with nature, not against it. And on top of that, I'm not wasting any of it. I'm using it, you know? But my stepmom was like, it's all about like what you see, and she is right. She's right. Like, what do I envision? Like, this is my space. What do I envision it being? Like, there's a bumblebee right there pollinating. And yeah, so I'm big right now. What I'm doing is I am maintenance. I'm giving the garden what it needs right now to make it look nice. You know what word I'm looking for, but I'm not gonna keep on sitting here stuttering looking stupid. My husband will tell you I'll change the whole sentence. Okay, so right now I'm, you know, doing what I do to change the garden around and make it look pretty. I love when things look pretty. And I'm keeping plenty for the pollinators. And then as the season starts to wrap, like as these plants are more so like right before they're dying out, and I'm sure I will know when, I'm going to cultivate and then dry and then use, you know. But right now I'm just focused on the pollinators. That is what I care about right now, is the pollinators, the bees, the butterflies, birds, all of that stuff. And what do they need, you know what I mean? I'm not so much worried about the weeds growing wild, because the more that I'm learning, the more experience that I'm gaining, I'm kind of learning how to control weeds. And then also like purple dead nettle, like yeah, it pops up everywhere. It's super beneficial, but also easily manageable. You know what I mean? Like, this is an easy herb. Dandelion, an easy herb. And like I'm paying attention to what's growing. Like, I do not do thistle. Like, look, thistle, I guess, is a yummy, tasty vegetable, and it can be used, but I'm not there yet. I'm not that grown. You know how we like to say that? I'm not that grown yet. When I can take off the little pricks of the thistle and imagine myself eating that, and it's not even like I'm worried about the taste. It's like the little things turn me off. Like, I don't know how to stab at my throat, but the moment that I do that's when I know, okay, I'm grown. Now I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? But that cannot stay in my garden. It takes over. I don't get the energy from it either. Like, because I work with plants spiritually as well. Like, I also work with plants spiritually. Like, even if I don't use them, even if I don't eat them, I still use them for whatever they need to be used for. And that one I don't feel drawn to. I just don't feel connected to thistle. So thistle is the one that grows. I just don't feel connected to it. So I yank them up and then I send them on his way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm always paying attention to like what's popping up. Like, a new plant just popped up and I need to do some more research on it, but it doesn't seem to be harmful. I'm surprised it's like only one. And then on top of that, y'all, I have so much garlic growing. I planted garlic one, and then I guess it blew over, and I don't know how I thought garlic worked, but I didn't think it worked like that. And I also didn't know it grew in like that type of soil, because even though I tilled that part of my garden last year, that was one where I got kind of lazy because my back was hurting, my hands were hurting. Like I said, like I think, yeah, there's going to be a part of the video. Oh, look at that, a little whiny. There's going to be a part of the video where I show me kind of tilling the soil and, you know, breaking up the soil. All of it was like that. Like, but that was soft because this is, you know, after I put in my leaves during fall, I've been tending to it and breaking up the soil and all that. It was like bricks. Like I was breaking up with hands and knees, connecting with the soil. I have no complaints. But basically, yeah, the soil is softening. I'm glad to see it. I'm seeing so many earthworms. Like I am literally in shock because last season there was no earthworms. Like that's what I was concerned about because I am still a newbie to all of this and I didn't see any earthworms at all. So I was like, I don't know, the soil's just damaged. I can't work with it. It's bad soil. You know what I mean? Because that was just my guesstimate. But it didn't stop me. I was like, no, I'm going to heal this soil. I'm going to help this soil re-nourish itself because I'm not healing anything. I'm just helping the soil re-nourish itself. I'm helping Mother Earth do what Mother Earth do, and she's the one who, you know, has done it. But I had my hand in it, literally, period. But yeah, I'm getting kind of woozy and glucomanous. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. I might come back out later, but like, thank you for spending some time with me in my garden. Please send me love. Please send me good vibes. Please send me good energy. Send me all the sweet things. Send me softness and you know, just sweetness, you know. And if you send me anything else, I'ma get ya. And once again, I found an earthworm and I just keep talking about it because the soil is happy, the soil is thriving. I'm so joyous about it. So I'm just kind of, you know, wrapping things up. I get to a point where I start mixing in some of the soil that I already had down with all like the leaves that have decomposed. And then right there, I was like, because all the dirt was flying at me. But right there, I'm mixing this soil where I had a plant that broke down. That's, you know, soil is really nutritious is what I'm saying. So I'm just mixing in more nutrient dense soil in with the soil that's already down. Just I don't know, I just like my girl wanted, I don't know, she just wanted a little bit more. She asked for a little bit more. Who am I to deprive her? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just out there feeding the soil and just connecting and just feeling blessed and just thankful. Even if you don't have room for a garden or to tend to a garden, like look into your community gardens, like look into your neighbor who may need help, you know what I mean? Like look into all of those things, because that's kind of how I started. Like, no, that is how I started. I started out in other people's yards, other people's gardens, other people's houses, other people's, you know, whatever they needed help with. And now I'm able to work on my own, and I'm so grateful for that. But basically what I'm saying is there's just something about spending time with the earth, and it's not I feel, I know that the earth responds to you. You know what I mean? The earth responds to your energy. And especially if you're a person that doesn't have much of a green thumb, I promise you there's a way to heal past that. There's a way to heal your green thumb, you know what I mean? Because it's in us. It's in us. Like a lot of our grannies, that's what they did naturally. Thank you so much. Make sure that this spring/this summer, you are outside, get some sun. You know what I mean? Regenerate those cells, get that body moving. Thank you for just spending time with me in my garden. I love you.